everyone, this is the Nameless One, and tonight we will be continuing the Heart of Darkness campaign. I have here with me tonight Cameo, Ice, Moon, Cap, Sawtooth, Yoshi, and Win should be joining eventually.
Okay, I guess I'm just not a part of this. So.
Dipshit, I said your name.
You no longer exist. You have been removed.
You know you're a deaf fuck. I said your name between Moon and Sawtooth.
There was silence that came through on my end.
But that sounds like a you problem. Anyways, for those of you at home...
For the good and welfare of the stream, I am here.
Okay. For those of you at home, leave a comment. We have somebody that recently got into a car accident. They seem to be okay so far, but show them some love in the comments.
Who? Thoughts and prayers, guys. Dude, it's in the chat.
What do you mean, who? Pay attention!
It's in the chat.
Other than that, I'm out. Go ahead and remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and follow for Twitch. And links for my Discord and Patreon are in the description. More on that at the end.
Water, boys.
Other than that, go ahead and let me find the... I'm just going to use... Go ahead and launch into the recap. That is not what I thought that was.
Kind of spooky. Man, that is some nice mood right there. I like it. Word, am I right?
So, who's gonna do the recap?
Nose goes. Wait.
Well, I can't do it. Yeah. Honor system.
I'm notoriously bad at doing recaps.
Oh, he's here.
Hey. It rhymes.
Moon, do you mind doing the... Oh, you gonna do it, Cameo?
I'm gonna summarize it in the terms of a child, so do not expect it to be good.
I totally thought you were a new... I thought you were a new person on... Oh, okay.
Got him.
It's the name. It just... Yeah.
Oh, trust me, there were times where I'm so much worse and change it way more frequently.
I think
there's a reason why I used to have my own tag.
As far as I can tell, the record is still like 3 times in the same day.
You think you could beat that record?
I have no idea why I was that intensive, but in another server I was even worse than that.
Anyways.
Just hope I don't get to that point here. So... Everyone was talking about shit like plans, but no one was doing nothing. So I decided to do something, and I was like, "Yo, we just get the people that were thieves from before, and then like we do something, right? Like we'll be able to break Lena out and use that to help our guy out." But like, no, because we found out that like. The moon that we stole last time was a magical moon, because this time Chrysalis doesn't have a moon on her crown. It's just 3 teardrop thingies. So it's a magical item that lets you go into dreams, and it's just like, oh, I'd be able to help him out. I could go into his dreams and then like get him out, and then it's like. It's a nightmare, but like, of course it's a nightmare. Like this is a nightmare realm. Everything sucks. Of course he's gonna have nightmares about it. But then he scares the shit out of me. He doesn't recognize me. He doesn't. He dragged me out and they're like telling me he's gonna kill me if I come back.
Wait. So what I'm thinking about is that she walked in Shadowfire's dream and got kicked out.
So, basically, yes. What happened is she went in there, and she was seeing all she was seeing, I believe, the exact incident where Gaster ended up getting killed and Lena was shot out of the sky and taken prisoner by Chrysalis. So she saw that, and then the dream shifted to inside the cavern. She spoke with Shadowfire. He was in a bad mood and basically said, if you don't leave, I'm just gonna kill you, and then threw her out. So that was pretty bad.
Yes. But then Big Brother Byafi came in for the cuddles to stop the crying baby. Plot twist though, baby is still crying. They're just not crying as hard.
No, of course. Nothing like a big old, nothing like a yak hug to.
The two biggest ones. Biggest third with the biggest part. So where did we leave off?
Yeah.
That
was literally where we left off with the.
Yeah, it was.
Because the last part technically got
Yeah.
No, we don't
retconned.
talk about that.
We are retconning that.
Yeah, so the official ending is just at that point.
Well, now we're serious.
You can go watch the previous stream VOD. Wow, it's like YouTube has a feature. Anyway,
Okay.
YouTube has a
I think
feature
you're
for
okay.
it, but apparently Twitch has a god awful version of that.
so I believe the scene opens up with we
I'm
had
gonna-
just shifted away from Cameo and Biaffi's phenomenal performance.
Mhm.
So we're still like. So you're still outside then?
We took out
No, I
the detail that we had walked outside for this conversation, and I'm more just sort of sitting down, doing my own thing, probably reading a book or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the assumption is that you guys saw the whole ordeal between Biaffi and Coral and left after that.
Got it. You guys didn't hear
But
that,
you weren't there.
Hear what?
Okay, good.
Okay,
I got you, homie.
are we all on the same page?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I?
Right now?
Yes.
Well, right now you should be. Did you say that you walked outside or not? 'Cause
Okay,
if you
we're
didn't-
not all on the same page.
Yeah,
So
if you didn't
when
walk
d-
outside, then you're still in the same
Okay,
room with
hold
everyone
on.
else.
DM.
When
Yeah.
you and Glace had gone to bed for the night. So you guys were
Okay.
not part of this. Sawtooth,
Okay.
you're assumed to have been in bed as well because you were poo-brained at the time. So throw you over there.
Religion.
The others that I didn't mention yet were all in the room during the happenings. So we're gonna move these three with the assumption that they are still dealing with the backlash from the dream walking. And then this is what it should look like now.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that makes more sense now.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead. I believe there was a plan between Ice
Yep.
and Win.
I'm just sitting at sitting at the table, writing in a journal.
Mhm. Okay, Crystal's gonna walk over to the table and lean against it. So any particular reason you didn't console Quarrel yourself and delegated it?
Yeah. I'm not particularly good at that kind of stuff. Just somebody who can. I figured Biaffi could probably do it a bit better than me. He seems to be the considerate type.
Yeah. You do want to be our group leader, though, right?
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the best that I can.
Well, a leader kind of needs to be able to do that sort of consoling thing themselves.
If I had done it, then I wouldn't have done it as good as Biafi did.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I don't see the issue with delegating then.
You just don't have what it takes to be the perfect leader. Like, we're trying to fight the Silent King or whatever, so we need the best leader we can possibly get our hands on.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, fine.
I walk off sort of frustratedly, but like with my head held high.
Yeah.
What does Ice do?
Crystal sits down on this chair. Basically just goes, yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
Okay. So,
Enzi!
we're gonna have the assumption that everybody went to Mouse is just like not cooperating. Well, I should say Roll20 is trying not to cooperate. But we'll assume everybody has gone to sleep.
Oh.
I feel like it's a little too soon to let Coral start tormenting the party.
Oh no! You see, Coral has a plan, and the plan is get better at dreamwalking to do this shit right.
Oh no.
You know what? That was flawless logic. That was actually flawless logic from a child's standpoint.
We're doomed.
You thought I was going to have mercy. You thought wrong.
I'm pretty sure we were all hoping you would have mercy.
So, the sound of the music that the party dreads hearing.
I never got a yes. Nobody ever answered me.
So
earlier I asked, oh fuck, are we having a dream sequence this session? Nobody said anything. I got notes from Moon.
Oh no, that was the point. I wasn't gonna spoil that until last second. I want to catch everyone off guard.
You didn't catch me off guard. I came prepared.
Oh, you think you did. Remember, I can interact with dreams if I try hard enough. You think you came prepared. You think.
In some cases, depending on what she's trying to do, it may not even take a roll. That's at my discretion. So,
darn it. Okay.
Good to know.
Interactive.
Who are you gonna torment first, Cameo?
I'm gonna do the logical thing. And go to Biafi's first. I bet it's full of cuddles. This is gonna be a good practice round.
Okay.
Alright,
So-
you wanna know what Biafi's dreaming of then, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, you drop into the dream, and it's just open sky, like it's just nothing but sky. Right?
Okay, hold on.
And
Just a sec. I got something that'll work for this.
no.
No, it's actually called Chasing Daylight.
Hey. Yeah, that does sound like it might work pretty well.
Next, is this going to be? Give me like general tone idea? Because I may have something better.
This is a happy dream.
Okay, so
This is a dream that Yafi has often, actually.
Discovery. How's this sound?
Yeah, okay.
It will swell later on, but the floor is yours.
Alright, so you just see open sky, nothing but sky. Like there's nothing below you, there's nothing above you, it's just open sky, right? And ahead of you see this thing just kind of soaring around through the clouds, right? So you see, alright.
Yeah,
Am I audible? It is indeed.
Something flying through the sky is what the last thing we heard from you. So I think everybody figured he had more to describe.
Yep. Well, it is indeed Biafi flying through the sky like he's a bird. This giant yak flying through the sky, happy as can be, dipping in and around all the clouds, right? And he's soaring, he's having a great time, right? But as you watch, you see other yaks and other creatures start to come up alongside Biafi as he's flying. They kind of soar out of some clouds to fly next to him and then fly away, right? And he flies around with them, they're flying with him, and he just looks like he's having a great time with whoever these creatures are. You might not know who they are. If you want to roll to see if you remember enough of Biafi's story that he was telling you last session, you might recognize one or a couple of them.
What would I roll for that?
Probably, I don't know, perception, maybe? Perception or insight? Unless DM says otherwise. Does DM have preference?
It would be perception, because trying to perceive something.
Fair enough. Alright, yeah. Alright, so you see one creature who looks an awful lot like a very, very small yak flying alongside Biafi, and you realize, hey, wait a second. That's the yak that was in Biafi's last story that he told you. The one about the yak who went off to find someone that they cared a lot about and eventually found them, right? So these are all these creatures that are flying around with Biafi, soaring out of the clouds, back into the clouds. They're all characters from his story. And there's a lot of them that you don't recognize, but Biafi clearly knows all of them, and he's enjoying being with them and playing around with them in this dream. He's just having a great time. I did not hear that.
Your mic peaked really hard.
Oh no! I said I knew it. Cuddles everywhere.
And so you're still watching, or are you doing anything in particular?
I want to fly with y'all. I'm trying to fly with y'all.
All right, so you're flying with us, and Biafi doesn't seem to notice you. I mean, he doesn't know how dream walking works, and anyway, he's having way too much fun. But so you're flying along with Biafi, and he keeps flying straight for a while, but then after a while he starts climbing up higher, and there's like a layer of clouds, right? That just is there now, appears. He's climbing up into the clouds, along with all of the characters and people in his stories. Are you following?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's climbing up into the clouds, and clouds just get closer and closer, and then everybody just poof right into the clouds. And since you're right along with them, you're right behind, you're right there, and it's freezing cold in those clouds. Like, it's really cold. But Biafi is not concerned, all of his characters are not concerned, of course. And they're flying up now, almost straight up, into the air. Until finally they break through the layer of clouds, and there's this floating island in the sky. And on it is this magnificent city, a golden city, right? And there's all sorts of creatures flying around. You can just kind of make out little dots floating around up there, and there are massive towers, a huge castle, and vast city. And when you look at Biafi, this might be another roll, insight maybe? See what Biafi is thinking when he looks at this city?
Yes, insight would be correct.
Okay. So, you don't know what this... You see that Biafi is just... Like, he looks so excited when he sees this city. It's not just excitement, it's wonder. Like, this is a place that he wishes he could go to, right? And I don't know if you want to try and figure out what this place would be, if you wanted to roll, like, religion, maybe, to figure out what this place is.
It would be history if it's somewhere that actually exists.
Did you get a popsicle?
And then if it's somewhere from, say, old Equestria, then it would be a disadvantage.
And this is more like a religiously significant place.
I mean, is this
history?
Yak religious?
Yeah, Yak religious.
Then I would say it's not a roll that could be made.
Okay.
She
so you don't
has
know...
no frame of reference on Yak religion.
Okay. But, like, as soon as... Alright, so anyway. So as soon as you see... Biafi sees this shining, floating city, he immediately turns in the air and starts flying directly towards it. Just full speed, right? And all of the characters in his stories, they're all flying ahead of him, right? They fly ahead of him, they're outdistancing him by now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they draw closer to the city, and there is a huge that picture. There's a huge golden gate at the front of the city, and it yawns open as some of the characters there, they get close to it, and it opens up and they fly right through. And all the while, Biafi is getting closer, speeding up, trying to get in there, right? And more of his characters fly in as Biafi gets closer, until at last he's like right there, right on the edge of getting through those gates. And just as he's about to fly through them, the dream ends.
Oh,
All fades black.
Dream ends abruptly. You are now once again in the dream world.
Oh no! No, come on! It's so close!
You don't have any real frame of reference on why you're in the dream world. You kind of get this feeling that it's probably something to do with the dream ending, but you don't have, like, training in this, so you're kind of just feeling it out.
I'm assuming I'm not there.
No.
Or am I there? Okay.
If your dream ended then she can't re-enter it. So essentially, it looks like your bubble popped, which means you woke up. Not that she has, again, any frame of reference like that.
Okay. Alright.
I want to see the ending of that! It was so cute!
But that was the ending of it. That's where the dream ends, every time. I told you he has this dream all the time.
Yes. But Coral don't know that. As far as Coral knows, that dream needs a part 2.
Damn, someone's in character? Oh my god!
Maybe someday.
So, Cameo, who are you gonna torment next? Otto is free game as well, by the way.
Oh, that's funny, because that was my next one.
I wasn't even trying to throw you out there like that, Moon, but apparently you were just gonna be next regardless.
Hey, that's alright.
Musical preference?
Do you have something monotonous?
Yeah. Let me see.
By the way, how do you spell Byothi?
I think there's a J.
I will type it in the chat. It is also in Roll20.
This is about as good as you're gonna get for monotonous, because, you know, no songwriter for whatever reason wants to write anything that's just kind of smooth and steady.
Obviously, you never heard of jazz. Anyways. Otto is sitting at a desk in front of a fireplace. Stacks of paper all around him. And, much to his dismay, he still has more paperwork to do. It just doesn't stop. He works even in his sleep. Damn it, he can't escape his sleep. He can't escape work.
Can I see the papers?
Yeah. Each paper is various contracts that Otto's acquired with people, or for anywhere from like people selling most of their lifespan to their soul, to their firstborn son, to their offsprings. For pretty much anything you can think of, as like things as grand as like wanting to be king, to things as petty as like simple revenge. Each one, as he kind of sits there and files it and tucks it away, Otto doesn't just look bored sitting here filling out the paperwork. He has a like expression of just general distaste.
Aww. I want to make pencils. Color pencils specifically.
So for that one, you will need to roll a wisdom check. Actually, for you, I'll allow charisma. You are a warlock. Make sure it's not a saving throw. Okay. You're able to make a pack of colored pencils. Nothing grand, nothing fancy. They're just normal pack of colored pencils.
I walk up to Otto. Maybe this will help brighten your day?
Oh, I would love to, but I have too much work to do. There's still a lot of debts that need to be paid, a lot of souls to collect, and a lot of lives that I still have to wait to finish running the course.
Yeah, there's still a lot of work. But at least 5 minutes of coloring wouldn't hurt.
Well, you say that, but 5 minutes is a lot more time than I can spare.
Well, how about we make a contract then, and then I give you stuff, and then we color together, so that you get time to color.
These aren't contracts you want to make.
I know a lot of these things are like souls and power and stuff, but what about your soul? What about your power? You should have power over at least enough just to have like a little break. At least one.
Moon, do me a favor. Roll a disadvantaged insight.
Give me a second. My perception is lacking right now, so I'm trying to figure out where insight is on a sheet.
It's okay. I will answer that question in a few minutes.
Answer it in text, please. I need to know setting information.
Long answer is no. It's a multiple.
I meant flavor. Flavor-wise, did you just...
It is very similar, yes.
Okay. Then I will...
Okay, so Moon. Otto being a warlock and, you know, having much more overbearing patrons than some warlocks, kind of, you're starting to get a bit clued into what's going on here. Like, you're starting to be, you just get to that, like, hint of, I'm dreaming, aren't I? You know that feeling I'm talking about? Yeah, okay.
Otto takes a moment to look around and goes, huh. So even in my dreams, I'm still working. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully these are still billable hours.
That's a good one.
Bro.
So, Cameo, he's still asleep, but it appears to be lucid dreaming. You don't know what that really means for you, but do you have any other questions for Otto?
Look down at the pack of the color pencils. Can you at least tell me which one's your favorite out of these colors?
Why, yes. Personally, my favorite color is blue. Blue. No? Okay.
Oh my
That
god.
caught me off
The
guard.
only reason I wasn't laughing is because I was muted. That was pretty good. It took me a second. Oh my god. GG, dude. Well played. That's worse than the virus joke.
I smile. Alright. I got you.
Don't forget to close the door on your way out. I would rather not let the astral in.
Alright. Oh, by the way, one day we'll find a day to play, and I'll get all the shades of blue for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give you a call when that day comes.
I leave specifically the blue one, out on the desk for him. And I let him be.
Okay. So, give me just a sec. And you have returned to the dream room. You have somebody in particular that you are...
Wait, hold on, I'm not done drawing his picture.
I will keep track of that.
I will keep track of all of this.
Coral will remember that.
Coral, remember? Somebody beat me to it, damn it.
Great minds think alike.
Wait, what are you talking about? That specifically?
Did you shut the
That was
door,
just
Cameo?
insane.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, are you still?
Hold on. I need to. I am literally going to show you guys the picture I just made of that. Because yes.
Yes, I gotta see.
I literally am drawing one for everyone.
So, for what Moon just said, the Dream Realm is technically a pocket offshoot of the true astral realm.
Sounds like this gem made a pocket dimension in the astral realm.
No, this is basically there's a sub level of dimensions essentially for this multiverse to prevent some of the things that live in the D&D version from interfering. Because there are things that
yeah, you have your 2-player thing, yeah.
There's a lot of things in D&D's astral realm that would eat people in their dreams. So we're trying to avoid the worst of that by that subsectioning, essentially.
I have an idea of what you mean.
Yeah.
It would require, I think, 4 dimensions to draw it out, though.
Probably.
The astral knocking over stacks of paper. Damn. I think I'm gonna start collecting Cameo's works.
So
we go to Sawtooth next.
Ah, yes, one of the other performers. Tooth.
Oh, by the way.
Go ahead.
Before I go into Sawtooth, I look around.
So,
who the fuck is Otto talking about?
Coral thinks the astral is a person. But, Toot.
Who's the ass?
What? I couldn't tell if that was Yoshi or Toot.
I said yes.
Okay. What kind of music you wanting for your dream?
Let's do unsettling.
I've got more than enough of that.
Maybe like danger, sort of.
We'll play one of my favorites. Where's They Come at Night? Friday's Heroes, Paladin's Underworld. Hold on. These are kind of all in a big jumble, so it takes me a minute to find some of them.
It'll be a while, but I got that
March
one.
Midnight. There it is. How's that?
That works. Yeah, okay. So Coral, when you enter Saw's dream, you find yourself in what seems like a cave. But the cave feels alive. You see mouths opening and closing all along the walls. Just a living cave wall all around you. And one of the walls opens up and you see Sawtooth run through, looking frantic. They run across the cave to the other side of the cave, running full speed towards the wall, and you wonder if they're going to slow down. But right when they get to the wall, it opens up, and Saw jumps through. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay. So in that room, 3 different holes open up, and you see Saw going through different ones, trying to navigate. Which is when, behind you, you hear a buzzing. An awful buzzing. As, changeling drones start catching up to Saw. They don't see you. But they're approaching Saw, getting closer. They have their spears drawn. And they enter the room that Saw's in now, and Saw seems cornered. And you can tell that they have their spears drawn and they're ready to throw at him. Right into his side. But at the last second, another hole in the wall opens up. And he jumps through even before the hole opens up, and you wonder, how is the wall giving way for him? Do you keep following?
Look around for a bit, and then I go.
As in you leave the dream?
No, I'm following you.
Oh, okay.
Not getting off the hook that easy.
It's like I can see the light.
So you have trouble keeping up, just because of how fast the rooms open and close, and how quickly Saw weaves in and out of them. Until suddenly, the door opens up, the wall opens to reveal Queen Chrysalis, with a spear drawn. And behind, the drones catch up, and the door closes. There's no way out. And at that moment, Chrysalis throws the spear into Saw's side, and I wake up from my dream with the bolt. And you're kicked out.
You have been forcibly yeeted into the dream realm. I will say that.
His dream too.
Say that again?
I'm saying she's haunting his dream too.
So, with that kind of like example almost, you're starting to realize something you never quite knew about. You know, Coral, the mists have always just been the place that you live. But seeing this dream realm and like the differences, and especially seeing, you know, a literal villain that you are currently facing, it kind of clicks for you that the mists are kind of like the dream realm, but in a twisted and very unpleasant kind of way. Where the dream realm can have its nightmares, there's also good, as you saw with, say, Biaffi's dream. But you're starting to realize that the mist is essentially like the dream realm, but with only nightmares. and maybe a little bit more dangerous. So, who's your next victim?
Still looking around for Astral for a moment. Maybe Astral knows more about this.
Maybe she does.
Roll a perception.
If perception bothers, yes.
So, you do see something else. Other than Sweetheart, which you now realize has a much more substantial form than previously. But there's something off in the distance. It seems to be even further past the area that you and your companions currently inhabit, past the dream bubble of Shadowfire, almost out of reach, for lack of a better way to say it. You get, despite having never been trained in this or been given any kind of real reference to how the dream realm works, you get the distinct impression that it is a journey that is not safe to make.
No.
But there is something out there. So, what do? You have more victims, so...
You're right, I do. But this is one of those times where I just kind of look back vaguely at where I entered the other's dreams. And I know some of the bubbles popped. But part of me kind of feels hollow inside. I'm going through everyone's dream, and I'm still gonna continue to do it. But these nightmares that they're having is something that seemingly they can't escape. At least from my understanding of it. We're facing Chrysalis soon. Otto still got paperwork. Biafni hasn't reached the place yet, and I don't know what that place is. And yet, here I still am. I'm gonna still go through the others' dreams, but it's something about this that just feels just a level of messed up. Especially given what I know about the realms out of this. There's still positivity. There's so much fucking depression.
Okay. As you turn to do whatever you do next, you do get a reassuring nuzzle to the side of your head from Sweetheart, as she seems to have some sort of understanding of what you're going through at the moment on an almost instinctual level, but says nothing, just seems to be attempting to quietly reassure.
I hug her.
Who's your
After a
next?
moment of embrace,
Okay.
I turn to see Crystal.
It is Ice Crystal's turn.
Yes, sir.
It's good practice for you.
Yep.
Do you have a particular type of music you would like?
I don't know. You got anything astral?
Yeah. Astral
The
spooky,
Bowlmaster's
or
about to whip you around in your own setting.
are we just talking like astral spooky or astral like just ambient?
Just ambient. Nothing spoopy going on here. Alright. As you enter Crystal's dream, your ears immediately pop from the low air pressure. It seems...
Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Remember, there's
Sorry.
something I have to set up for yours. So, as you enter the dream, I need you to roll a perception cameo.
Can I perceive anything if this bothers to load?
And I roll like 15 times. I was not expecting it actually to roll like 15 times, but you aren't able to perceive the thing. But you do get this like almost like an itching feeling that something is watching. And it's not something pleasant.
Ew.
Now, the floor is all yours.
Okay. As you enter Crystal's dream, your ears pop from the low air pressure. It's a little painful, but the feeling passes. You're standing on grassy solid ground, though the grass seems less like grass and more like moss. As you look around, you notice a few things. Firstly, the horizon is a lot closer than it should be in two directions. And in one direction it comes up like a massive faraway wall. Following that, you notice a few things different about the sky. It's full of massive branches, as if from some huge tree, and you're likely standing on one of these branches from what you've observed. Additionally, and perhaps more importantly, in the sky is almost entirely filled by a gas giant with a massive ring system. And one of the parts of the sky that isn't filled by this... that isn't filled by either that astral phenomena or the massive world-sized branches is a star. It's probably this world's sun, but it's fairly far away, so it doesn't dominate the sky. Though with the gas giant's existence, it's hard for anything else to dominate the sky. After looking at the sky for a while, you manage to look back on the ground where you stand. There's a tree. It's fairly big, but normal-sized. At the base of the tree is something. Probably something dead from its position, but it seems to not be in focus no matter how hard you try to look at it. You hear something off to your left and see a large flock of magpies flying towards the tree. Many of them dive down towards the likely dead thing and eat whatever it was. After a bit of eating, Crystal trots over to the tree wearing his regular black and white armor and a new bluish-gray cloak. Mind rolling insight?
Insight.
What is the just making sure it's the right kind of roll. What are you trying to get her to? You don't have to tell me what it is, just like a general or she's trying to like get your like emotional state or something like that?
Like trying just to notice something about how Crystal looks, but not like a perception thing, I guess.
It would be a perception, because insight would be there's something fishy because of the way that they're talking to me kind of deal, whereas like perception is I am looking at a thing. Do I notice this thing, like anything off or whatever? If you're actively searching for the thing, that's investigation.
All right. I guess, yeah, then perception.
No.
Okay,
You're
you don't
doing
notice
great.
anything.
I lost all my good rolls.
Had that
Rip the good
119.
As Crystal approaches the tree, the magpies fly up in a spiral around it, and Crystal joins them, just flying among them as Earth ponies do. Don't question it.
Listen, I don't know ponies like that. For all I know, this is normal.
Yeah, I mean yaks can fly.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Lol. Top.
So Crystal and the magpies fly above the tree and fan out. At which point you notice two magpies that did not leave the tree. They're standing together on a branch staring at you. Something about their eyes doesn't seem quite normal for birds, but before you can do anything in response to noticing their presence, they vanish in a flash of purple light. And about half a second later, there's another flash of light from above you, and you look up, and Crystal and the other magpies are nowhere to be seen. Feeling a shove from somewhere unseen, you are ejected from Crystal's dream.
Okay. They're being really rough with Coral today, just throwing her out of dreams left and right.
Being tossed around.
You are not welcome here.
Everyone wants to kick me out before I get a chance to fuck up everything. That's what's going on.
Okay, Coral.
This is sad. It's depressing, man. None of y'all are fun.
Who's the next victim? Remember, if you're at any point during a dream, if you think there's something you want to interfere with for whatever reason, you are welcome to interject over what they're describing. I don't know if I would necessarily trust Coral to know the best places to try and interrupt traumatic dreams, but, you know, she can try. But yes, who is your next victim?
Wind.
Not me, right?
There was
No,
a D
not
at the
you,
end of
not
that.
yet.
Oh, so we're going. Okay, well, let's do this. Set the music to something sinister.
Sinister, like creeping, or sinister, like ambient?
Ambient.
Thanks.
Okay. While I die right quick. So you awaken to a grass plain with several different wind strikers, most of them holding swords and attacking each other. Some are stabbing each other and decapitating the other. But nearby is a cave. Most of the fighting seems to be out in the field, with very few near the cave. Would you like to go in the cave?
Not yet.
All right.
I want to observe some of the fighting.
Okay. As you observe it, you notice that none of the wind strikers there are holding any shields. And most of them, at this point, are drenched in scars. Some of them are attempting to flee. But as they do, they are instantly killed by their attackers.
I've heard of self-hate, but this is just extra.
Wow.
Even when we're being serious, we gotta burn wind at least a little bit.
I was not prepared for that.
Honey, no one is prepared for me when I decide to be extra.
Alright, and just like that, another winch just goes up in flames? No.
But yeah. Alright, so what do you want to do next? You want to continue to observe?
Cameo?
You gotta check the cave a bit. I'm not gonna go inside. Just gonna get close to it.
As you get close to the cave, you notice that there are blood stains on the walls of the cave and on the ground leading to it. There are a few decapitated hooves lying on the ground. One of them is not Wynn's.
Decapitated is not a word you would use for
Yeah, I know. Decapitated has to do with heads. Yes, I know. I used the wrong word there. There we go, dismembered.
Severed would actually work as well, too.
Yeah, but dismembered has like a certain ring. Like, oh man, that sounds terrible. Never mind.
Or
Anyway,
maybe disembodied.
yes, disembodied. So, from the cave, you can hear screaming.
Will I be able to recognize any of the voices?
They're all wind.
What is exactly he screaming?
Screaming. So wind is screaming for help, for someone to stop him.
I look back at the other winds killing each other. Look at the cave. Can I try to take a sword from at least one of the dead ones?
I mean, Wind is traditionally known to be wielding a shield, so I'd imagine that's what he's wielding. Am I wrong, Wind?
Oh yeah, no, you're not. No, you're right. Yeah. So wind is. Sorry, I was kind of thinking about something. Wind would be holding a shield, not a sword.
And what about the ones killing each other on the outside?
They're still wind.
So all of them just have shields. Just bumping each other.
Those ones have swords.
Those are the ones I'm talking about. I'm getting a sword for one of them.
Oh, okay. Go for it. You grab the one of the swords from them. From one of the dead remains of a wind striker.
For reference, this sword is kind of small for you. It's almost dagger sized.
I keep forgetting.
It still works.
I forget how
Given
tall she is.
the size difference, I'm not surprised.
So what do you do next?
I go inside the cave.
As you walk inside the cave, you notice there are only 3 wind strikers inside. One with the shield, but the shield is laying beside him as he fights off the other 2 with the sword. Can you roll a I think it's perception to see or to...
Is she attempting to perceive something?
Yes. It's either she's trying to see what's going on with them.
Then yes, it would be perception.
Yes.
Perceive.
Perceive.
Doing the perceive. Perceive. Nope. I'm somehow blind.
You do not see. Okay. Well, you don't see what I thought you would see. So instead, yeah.
Do me a favor and roll a D100.
Wait. So if you'd like.
So the idea is that basically right now she's making a check to see if she stays in the dream.
Oh, okay.
And then
I thought her eyes were like gonna explode.
remember, she's not
like a D1.
She's not walking from one building to another. She is essentially astral projecting into y'all's dreams. So it's not exactly an easy task, on top of that being something that you know, you gotta be kind of delicate about.
Yeah.
Let's see. For this one, I think that'll be... So next time you make a nat 1, it'll be a more difficult D100 check. But you do pass this time. You are able to keep yourself within the limits of the dreamscape here.
Alright.
For Coral, you basically, the world wobbles, for lack of a better description. And, like, you can tell it wasn't the dream, it was you. What do?
Yikes.
So,
I try to steady myself so I could refocus on the dream.
the only thing you see is two of the winds have swords and are pointing them at the wind striker that has a shield. One of the attackers, did my screen turn off? One of the attackers looks at Wind and says, "You can't protect anyone. Everything you've tried has failed. So why not join? Why not join us?" He throws down his sword and points at it with his hoof. The wind striker on the ground looks at the sword before getting stabbed by the other wind striker. As he bleeds, he reaches over for the sword instead of the shield. And at that moment, you're tossed out of the dream.
Damn, guys! I'm just gonna throw Coral over the place?
It's tradition.
You have been rudely yeeted out of another dream.
Lay yoked.
So, who does that leave us? Who are your final victims?
This leaves me into leaving. I can't let y'all talk enough. Cause y'all start talking a lot, then boom, I get kicked out.
So, like I said, if you feel like in character you would try to intervene for whatever reason, you can stop them to do so.
Please do. I had like a whole plan if you did.
You were the one who kicked me out.
Yeah, but you didn't intervene.
You were the whole, like, here's the thing.
That's
You don't know how I'll behave with this. You don't know how much I'll hear from it. You were very quick to kick me out.
And that's what I had to do it because if you did intervene, then I'd have to take a different route, which still would.
So in other words, I didn't have a plan.
No,
So,
I did.
Let's take a second to reflect. Sometimes in a dream, and sometimes with Cameo, you can let it hang for a second, like I did just like right there, to wait for basically present your scene in a very slow and separated way.
All of Captain Kirk from Star Trek.
Okay.
So, you arrive in my dream.
Smart ass.
I'm sure Saul would love that.
No, that's good. I like that.
It's a good thing to do, yes.
It appears you have one more of your party members left. Unless I miscounted, pretty sure the only one left is Cap.
You're right. Do I still have the dream sword?
No, you cannot take items from one dream to another. You're essentially... In essence, what you would be trying to do is rip somebody's consciousness out to carry off with you.
Lore keepers be like, but that's not how the actual realm works.
But kind of do, though.
Yeah.
You can... So, when I have her roll to change the dream, that is her essentially doing something like that. So, if she wanted to create something, she wouldn't have to roll because she is using her, for lack of a better word, energy to do it rather than manipulating somebody else's consciousness. So, Cameo, what do?
I go over to Caps, but before I do, I put my hand on the bubble. I swear, if you kick me out too, I am going to stab you when we wake up.
You get the feeling that nothing can kick you out from this dream.
I don't like your word choice there, given that 2 of the dreams ended with ponies getting stabbed.
Oh, that's exactly the point. That's the point of that wording.
So, before Cameo enters, Christian, music choice, what do you think?
I need something that you would play if our party was in the mist. And not during anything exciting, just like that creepy background ambient noise.
This is what I use for the background for the mist.
Perfect. Alright, I'll let you... So, right now, Cameo, I just see you as, holding the, holding your hand on it still or whatever. So I'm gonna let you, narrate your part, and then I'll narrate what happens as you walk through.
I don't push my way through, I don't force it. But when I walk through, I'm not walking fast. There's no excitement, there's no fear, but there also isn't just any hope.
And inside, it's much of the similar feeling. It's the mist. I guess you're more used to it, so... But it is just the mist. You can't see anything yet.
The fuck did I just leave the dreams?
What?
Wait, hold on. Did I leave the dreams?
Roll Roll Arcana. We'll go with Arcana. That one's actually a difficult one. If it's either Arcana or Insight, I feel like Arcana is the most. So you're not entirely. You really don't know. But I will point out that from long living in the mist, you know, it's never really a good idea to stay in the same place for too long. And if you are in a dream still, you're bound to bump into the dreamer eventually.
I remember that this is Wynn's dream. And, well, not really that it's his dream, but, like, I'm looking for Wynn. So what would Wynn have? Aha! I start walking north. Or at least what I think is north, which is vaguely, slightly to the left.
Oh, holy shit, you're bringing that one back. Okay, you come across, after probably 5 minutes of walking, you come across, just a single set of footsteps, like, a line of them, you know.
Tracks.
Going off into the distance in one direction.
She comes across tracks, right? That's what you meant?
Tracks.
Okay.
Tracks.
Onto something. What type of tracks are they?
No, nameless. I specifically actually do mean footsteps, like, that
footsteps
are sort of...
normally the sound. So is she following a sound, or is she following the print?
The print. The print,
Yeah.
and it's of a humanoid.
Yeah, that would be tracks. They leave behind tracks.
Sorry.
Before we continue, I do need to ask, is that heavily obscured, or is this one of those can see through the mist moments?
I need a verb. I need one more verb, and then I'm ready to present, like, my scene, so... I just need, like, you know, the exposition of the setting and all that, so... Not those verbs, Moon. The follow verb. Or track that, you know. Yes. And also, I didn't hear the last thing you said about it, so...
So, you have the tracks. Are the mist party? Is the mist parting so that the tracks are visible?
Yes, the tracks are visible, and you can kind of, like, follow them if it's only just a couple of, you know, marks at a time.
Okay. So I'm going to say that just to prevent any mishaps, that there should be no rolls involved with following the tracks.
Oh yeah, no, they're clear as day.
Okay.
Yeah. I follow them, but I don't follow them directly, so I don't mess them up. I follow next to them.
Okay.
Actually, really smart.
So
yeah, because I know my stuff.
After about 10 minutes of following the track, well, how quickly are you following them?
I'm actually still looking around because I'm noticing the mist clearing up a bit. I want to see what else I can see around it. So I'm not going that fast.
Okay. There's not a whole lot. It's mostly just ambient environment. Walking through the mist, following this series of tracks.
So, would you say leisurely stroll, quick, brisk walk, or run? Cameo.
Brisk walk.
Oh, okay. Then in about 5 minutes, you catch up. Well, off in the distance ahead, in the direction of the tracks. You hear wails of a like a monstrosity type creature, or I guess a more general. Yeah, wails of like a monstrosity, like a very large monstrosity.
For my ears for a bit, and I'm looking around like, what the?
So you just continue. It's in the
After a
direction
bit,
of the tracks.
after a bit, I open up my wings, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not walking anymore. Nope. So then I'm flying in that direction, and I'm just like, okay. Look for a weapon and make sure that thing don't fucking at me. Don't come at me.
Okay, so when you get close, there is a the first thing you see is a hydra, because it's so big. It's sort of like swimming in the silt in the ground. It can dive under and then come back up and all that. But it's sort of tormenting something. It's focused on something right now. The mist sort of blurs it up, but because the hydra is so big, you can see it first.
Holy shit. I try to make sure I'm not directly in front of that shit. But I am trying to look around it to see what the fuck is it doing?
So if you want to impose a roll for that win, then you would want to roll perception.
Don't necessarily want to do that. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any action like immediately when they saw the hydra. So I mean, I assume you get a bit closer now.
I was just letting you know what roll would be imposed.
Okay. Well, the implication is that you can't quite see what it's messing with yet, but it's messing with something pretty focusedly. In a very focused manner. Sort of like aggressively, like every once in a while, it like blows like a large volume of fire, and it's sort of making a ring around this one thing, a little too far away to see still.
At this point, I get as close as I can.
You see this statue, it's the thing that's making the tracks. It's just step after step. Like this, like exactly what's in this clip. It doesn't have the cape, but the general idea is that instead of brown, it's like the mist, all darkness and all that. And you know, it'll like get basked in fire when the Hydra sort of engulfs it in flames. But it'll just keep walking. It's like taking very mechanical steps.
Like it just wouldn't stop.
Yes. In fact, you get the feeling that it might even walk through the Hydra if it were to get into its way.
As I'm seeing that, I try to look around and I instinctively dig through my stuff to see if I have, well, anything of mine.
So
And I
in the dream realm, you don't manifest with equipment, so you don't actually have anything on you.
yes, but Coral. Remember, Coral doesn't know if this is dream realm or real.
Oh, I wasn't sure if the pause was like a questioning pause or not.
No, this was one of those things where it's just like shit. Character itself pause. Character.exe.
Go ahead, keep going.
At this point, with the realization, like, oh, I don't have none of my shit. Wait, this makes no sense. I should have my shit.
There are, if you're close enough, you should be able to see some sort of markings on that statue. But I don't know how close you're getting with the Hydra and all that.
At first, I was avoiding it. Now, I remember this as a dream. And I also remember people keep kicking me out of their damn dreams. So I'm gonna get as up close and personal as I can. Fuck that shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Old Ponish here. There's a couple of markings in Old Ponish. I can describe them further if you understand them.
I don't. Does Coral speak Old Punish?
Let me find the list.
The DM's having to check too, because I don't remember. Also, my background noise isn't too loud right now, is it?
No.
Okay, thank you. They're out there screaming again. I don't.
Oh, Monday night. Gotta relax from the workday. Or Sunday night. Ooh.
They'll probably be out there till like 3.
Oh yeah.
Again. I do not actually see a. Well, the languages that would make sense.
DM, when I made my character sheet with you.
No, I'm talking about Coral.
Okay.
You're not the one trying to read it.
I thought you were. What I thought you were gonna say is, I don't think Old Ponish is a language that. I was like, it's not right.
No, I know you have that language, but Coral does not.
Well, Coral is also artistically minded, so I will also post a photo of it.
Oh, if you have a photo, then feel free.
Let me open paint.net.
So, while we wait for that, what does Coral do?
Since I now know this is a dream, I am 100% tempted to fight. But I don't do it because I ain't got nothing on me just yet. Yet. So I'm essentially bracing myself for for shit to go down.
So at some point, while this is all happening, an owl sort of flies in and lands on Wynn's shoulder. Or not Wynn, but the statue's shoulder. It doesn't seem fazed by the fire either for some reason, even though it ruffles its feathers and acts like it's a live owl.
So you're just telling me this is Otto.
Apparently, Otto is flying into other people's dreams without knowing it.
It's not an owl, and it's just an owl.
Yes. But as far as Coral can tell, that's the only owl they actually know.
Understood.
All owls will
y'all
now be
under-
Otto if Otto is not present.
Yeah.
I don't think
sorry.
y'all understand, like, Coral has seen things, but has rarely ever gotten actual names to them.
Yeah.
They
okay.
had a whole fucking thing with finding out names to fruits.
I was
Like-
confused because I didn't know if you were in character or out of character for that statement.
That was 100% in character. Like, oh, that's Otto, because like the only thing that they have ever like the one thing that comes into mind with Coral for the first time hearing owls is Otto. So it has to look similar to Otto. Therefore, all of them are like,
They have the same face.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just a miniature Otto.
Okay. Yeah.
So, who is the one that was supposed to be speaking now?
Camia, I have described the most recent update to the setting. That's what you got. The statue's still walking forwards. The Hydra's still weirdly spewing fire. The owl is just sort of chilling there. Ball's in your park.
knowing this is a dream, I do get closer. I specifically go up to Otto like, psst, have you seen Astral? Did you get a ride from them? Did you hear?
That owl doesn't respond. Just ruffles its feathers. And looks at you, because it does notice you, but it just... Yeah.
Ah, is this one of those contract things where you can't say? Come on, you can tell me! I won't tell anyone else. Cause you know, like dream walking and stuff like that. This is kind of like hard. So like, if you got help from like Astral, I'm gonna probably need their help too. So like, you gotta tell me about this stuff. No?
By the way, I'm currently voicing the owl.
Yeah, he just went, who?
Ah. Astral, the one you told me? Like you told me to close the door before. Am I pronouncing it wrong? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it right. Astral, the thing that you want me to close the door for. Unless they changed their name and that's why you're confused. Ah, man, I never even got to see them. Can you at least tell me who this one is? This one doesn't look like Wind. And well, oh no, wait, not Wind, not the Sporkle guy with the shields and the Pegasus wings. The Earth Pony, Wind, the clerk of his grandma. Yeah.
Who?
I don't know her name. I forgot it, okay?
So, a group of 7 ravens, or 6, sorry. 6 ravens, I'm going based off of, never mind. A group of 6 ravens just sort of begins to follow this congregation. They're not flying, they're just sort of hopping alongside. Every once in a while they'll like hop a couple of steps to catch up, and they're just sort of picking at the ground and all that.
Hmm. Okay, I get that you're bringing your friends here and all that, but like, I need some answers, my dudes. And I gotta go find him now.
Love the birds. Ah.
There are also. What's your passive perception? Is it high?
It is not high. It is basic as shit. It is 10.
Okay.
So, just a bit of a reminder, Christian, if you're looking for rolls, 15 is a difficult task, 10 is just like an average level of task.
I think I'm going off the basis that your home is in the mist, so I'm gonna say that you notice above you is like a pack of eagles just sort of flying around, and I know. Okay, predator bird that hunts in groups. Anyway, there's a pack of like predator birds above, like circling above.
Hmm. Yeah, I
They're
have no
circling
idea.
like you know how vultures sort of circle a carcass.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's just say they're vultures and they're circling the statue from really high up.
What makes this statue so important to dream about? I gotta find this dum-dum. Anyway, Otto, if you get like any information, let me know. I'm gonna go now, okay?
Ooh.
As you leave, you get a strong pull back towards the statue. It dawns on you that the statue is probably Win based on like. Hold on, do we? Okay, no, we didn't. Okay, never mind. You leave.
So, Cameo, if you want to try to intuit it, you can roll insight.
Insight. Where the fuck is it now? Where the fuck would it load? Nope.
Also, quick question, Cap. You had said humanoid form for the statue, right?
Yes, humanoid form.
Did you mean for a particular reason, or is it just default?
It's a dream.
Well, I want to remind you, your Earth pony in normal form would be generic pony.
I'm aware.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because at this point, there's really not much to be able to point to that.
Well, okay, then for argument's sake, if it were a pony, do you that would had some of Win's features? Do you think that it would make more sense that telling the story that way?
Yes, because it
Okay.
gives the cues to Cameo's character that, hey, this is who this person is meant to be.
Oh, I can also do cutie marks, but yeah, let's do that. Like the statue is a pony with cutie marks of Win.
Generic looking pony with Win's cutie marks. Cameo, I will say that we're going to ignore the insight now that we've kind of changed that a bit. You do recognize
on you. Oh shit, that's Win's cutie mark.
You do recognize the cutie mark from the few times that you've seen Win without armor and robes on. So,
Oh. Oh, why didn't you tell me anything? Bruh. When? Wait, no. I can't wake him up. This is a dream. And I can do dream stuff. And maybe I could... I know! Make the tavern and stuff in the dream and... Yeah, I'll try that.
so you're
And then maybe
attempting to transform the dream?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll charisma. This is a very difficult task, so
Oh,
you pass. As you shift the dream itself, it twists and there's you can feel resistance because it's an outside force working on the forces of somebody else's consciousness. So there's always going to be a bit of resistance, but you do manage to shape it roughly into what you remember the tavern looking like.
okay. Then in that case, everybody
It's just
gets
you
to
and
play their
Coral.
character. All the ravens turn into all the party members except for Coral, who is in the dream already.
Okay.
What exactly? What more details do you have about the scene that you're creating, Cameo? It's just the tavern. Are we like bullshitting around? Or are we all just working on idle stuff? Or
It's a mixture. Because this is what I remember the tavern as. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is the tavern. We're kind of in the deodorant room. But, like, people are standing around doing stuff.
okay. Then I guess that puts me at a table, sort of just writing in a book. I have 2 other books open, and I'm sort of looking between them all, but only writing in the one. I assume that everybody else is just going on their normal antics.
For brevity's sake, and because it is technically a dream and they aren't the actual party members, they're just doing benign tasks that make sense for the character.
Okay.
Like Otto's shuffling through paperwork, Sawtooth sitting, chatting with Wind, Glace is reading his spell book, and Biaffi's regaling everybody with a tale that Crystal is just sitting listening to.
Okay. By the way, I'm not reacting to this change. I'm just going to let you sort of walk around in this sandbox.
Alright. So that's one thing done. Now, we gotta talk to you, Mr. Wait, why are you on a book? You were just walking. Thought you would at least walk into a wall.
What was that?
You were gonna walk into a wall. You were
No.
just walking.
I've been sitting here for hours.
No?
Oh, speaking of, I should probably, and I pick up all my dishes and I bring them over to the bar. Yeah, I guess thanks for reminding me. Is that what you were talking about?
What's up with you, dude?
What?
What is up with you? What's
What do you mean
wrong?
what's up with me? It's business as normal.
Business as normal. As if you have a normal?
I have to sit down and, like, connect all my evidence.
Evidence for what?
the most recent case I've been working on.
So what's the case? Show me it.
Well, it's just it's actually top secret. I can't tell you anything about it, but I can tell you that it was why I was gone for a while.
So, Cameo. If you
Yeah.
think you know somebody that would be able to get the information, you can try to convince them that that's who you are. You would roll a deception check for it. And
Ooh,
since you are
That's
in the dream, you can technically get away with physical appearance as well if you pass the roll. However, it needs to be somebody that he would confide the information in.
you have to know that.
Because otherwise, you could end up picking somebody that he's not going to tell. And the more far-fetched it might seem, the less likely to believe. I will be choosing based off of how you pick,
Believability.
I will choose the difficulty.
Okay, difficult.
Who would he talk to about this?
You can
I've seen him
also
talk to Crystal, and I've seen him talk to Sawtooth. He probably talked to Sawtooth, so what if... Ha ha!
so
I'll turn
One
into
more-
Sawtooth.
one more thing, you can also roll insight and or religion or arcana. Like, different rolls will give you different information if you are seeking it by looking at him. Insight would tell you based off of what you know of the character. Who do you think
So-
it was? Religion would tell you, religiously speaking, history
How about
history of the
Namor?
character.
How about this? Right now, I'm sort of looking. I'm sort of at my table. Sprawled out in front of me is books. That's as much information as Coral's going to get from that. But I am in my religious robes right now.
Okay.
So that means if you're doing the religious stuff, you will be able to talk to the religious peoples. But I don't know many of your religious peoples.
Oh, you mean Cadence?
Isn't that your grandma? Wait,
Well-
yes.
It's kind of hard to describe, but basically, yes, Grandma, and also my deity.
Doesn't that make you like a demigod or something?
I like to think of it as it was a demigod, and then it was a quarter god, and then it was a eighth god, and well, blood gets lost when families mix.
Well, I wouldn't say lost. You're still like related to her, so you're still part god stuff.
Well, at least the way that we talk about it in our family is that I'm in the Cadence clan.
So tell me more about that.
I don't think I can because it's secret. That's as much information as I can give because that's just about all the public knowledge there is.
I am walking around the desk and looking at the papers.
I will.
Mind you, just a slight thing. Remember, doesn't know how to read in character.
I will note that the religious robes features a bust, essentially, image on the sides. So
Also, one of the books I have open is a textbook. It's like about the religion itself. So it does have a feature of it does feature a picture of Cadence actually on the page I have it open to.
So you can't tell me anything about it whatsoever.
Nope, top secret.
And you can only tell your peoples.
Well, if I were in a secret setting with someone from the clan, then yeah, I'm gonna call it something else. The organization, then yes.
I notice Cadence. And I walk behind him. And can I try to pop out as Cadence?
So
From behind him?
you will need to roll your deception as soon as you speak, and you will need to. He will roll insight. It's not necessarily going to expose you outside of the dream world, but if he doesn't believe it, you're not going to get any information. So, that makes sense? Okay, we got an 18 in deception.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to roll an 11 or lower.
Good job. You rolled a 9.
It's a 7.
No, you get a +7.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Oh, what are you doing here? I didn't even hear from you from the stone.
I have came to check up on you. Just to make sure everything is going right.
Let's go to a more private place then. And
Yes.
we make our way to, like, either behind the building or in one of the stables or something like that.
I would imagine that the place that you are sleeping in is good enough, rather
Bedroom.
than, walking a deity out to a stable.
Well, just somewhere more discreet.
Yeah, so bedroom would be perfectly fine.
Okay.
So when we get there, I am trying to act as what I think she would act like. So I take a seat, fold the hooves and everything. Just keep up a smile and try to look pretty. Try to sell off the look.
So, what is it you wanted to talk about? I thought I was doing pretty good as it was.
You were doing pretty good. Great, even. But I want to make sure you're...
I just got a doubt earlier today from one of my party members.
Really?
Yeah, he told me that, well, my training was wrong, in a way. It kinda got to me. But if you say that I'm doing a good job, then I'll believe it.
Your training is wrong. Do you know as to why he said that? Or
Yeah, it was okay. So it was about the leadership. Remember, like the whole delegation unit where we talk about basically giving basically finding the right person for the right job. All of that stuff.
I nod my
Completely
head.
disagree with it. I that didn't come up in leadership. I don't know how to handle that. But anyway, overall, I think I'm doing pretty good. Except for that little.
Little.
Yeah, that little bump in the road. But hopefully we iron it out. But anyway, what exactly is the occasion for this visit?
As I said, to check up on you, to make sure everything is going correct.
Yes, it's
So-
on track.
So what is that bump in the road then?
Well, the bump in the road is that Crystal didn't necessarily agree with what I did, and that delegitimizes my leadership in the party a bit, but I guess that doesn't matter as long as I just maintain my headstrong, keep going forward ideals. I guess I shouldn't be saying this to the god of peace, huh?
I sit up and tap next to me. Come on, sit right here and tell me.
Okay. I sit down. Well, mostly, there's a lot going on, and, well, getting back to the party, I think it set me back a couple of ways as well, a couple of steps. It was so long that I spent just wandering through the mist. I almost feel like I'm not a pony anymore.
I put my hand on his shoulder. The mist is unforgiving. It takes and it takes. It's very hard to get through. There are days better than others. But to survive the mist, you have to keep moving. You have to remember not to stop. There will be dozens upon dozens of obstacles in your way. Some actively trying to hurt you. Some just trying to make you stop. But others, I tear up a bit.
Oh yeah, no. I was waiting for a break. He has already started welling up over this. Yeah, I don't. It's so hard to just keep moving forward.
And
I know you say that it shouldn't take effort, but it does.
Oh, take no effort? No. That's not right. It always takes effort. But that doesn't mean you should... That doesn't mean you shouldn't make it take too much. Find ways so that it doesn't take its toll on you, so that it doesn't drag you down.
So, just a quick intervention here for information for Christian. If during like one of these, like, we'll say, I don't even know how to describe what's going on right now, but like if something doesn't quite line up with what you know, but you got to take into account both, is it something your character wants to hear and would be fine with hearing, or is it something that they know is not true and thus breaks Coral's character, even if it is good information?
I've been sort of going back and forth on it because, well, yes, it's very out of character for some of the things Caden says. The situation is like so, like it's just a rush of emotions and all that, and it's like between everything, it may just be lost in interpretation in Wynn's eyes. Like it might just be she's acting this way so that he can, most quickly recover.
So be it. That I was just letting you know that if if the character break goes too far, when Coral is trying to impersonate somebody, you can basically incite the problem.
Okay. Yeah, I was aware. But thank you for reminding me. Anyway, what were we talking about? What was the
It's,
lot? Yeah.
it does take effort. Everything will take effort. But it shouldn't take so much that it wears you down. There are ways around it.
It's just it's so hard to find them sometimes. I don't know where to look anymore.
Then I have an idea. Come with me.
Okay.
We step outside the tavern. You see this?
What? Oh.
I'm going to go ahead and just say that it's the outside of the tavern you expect.
Yeah.
Just to keep continuity.
Yeah.
No. What am I looking at?
The town from the Dread Realm.
No, I'm in character.
Oh, okay.
That's a question to Cadence.
Yeah, my mic isn't picking it up. You're looking outside. Sometimes when you can't find the answers within, you have to go outside and see if you could find the answers there.
Yeah, but I tried that and I got reprimanded. I lost standing with the party for it.
That's when you talk to them. You have to talk to everybody. I know it's scary. Sometimes it seems like they just want to go on and on and on, and they don't want to listen to you. But it's important that you guys have that heart to heart. Because you will find out things that you wouldn't know before.
Yeah, it's right. It's just like you told me when I finally got to them. I went through with your idea, and well, they really enjoyed it. It seemed, but that seems like the only thing that I can do right is when I get information from you. It doesn't even seem like my spiritual journey. It just seems like I'm cheating, in a way, you know?
Then take a moment to stop. Don't pray to me. And just take a moment for yourself. Going through the mist, dealing with people, all of that is hard. Being a leader is hard. But that is why you have to sometimes just take a moment to stop.
What do
They
you
are
do
willing
when
to
I
listen.
stop? Do I just sit there?
You talk to them. And I mean actually talk to them. Question them. And maybe you'll get answers that even I can't give you.
But I can't tell them anything. It would,
Correction. You can tell them things. You still will have your secrets. Everyone does. It's impossible to. Especially when they don't want.
that. It's going to be a fun plot twist. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said because the thing muffled it.
Oh, I'm deciding to misinterpret what you told me for a plot that only I have been sort of working with for the past couple of sessions. I haven't even told Nameless about it yet because it's just like a hunch, just a collection. Anyway, I suppose I can. I don't know. I'll try to keep as much of it secret as I can, but I can kind of understand what you mean when you say that. Just talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I pull you in. Remember, I'll always be here for you.
I know. I didn't realize that I needed to call you. So thank you for coming to me. I sort of relax. There's still a little bit of stiffness in there somewhere, but for the most part, I'm willing to let the dream fade. Very calmly.
Okay. So for once not being yeeted out of a dream, you're back in the dream realm. I'm assuming you saw what I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Do you or do you not want to try? It is entirely up to you. Yes, it will be difficult.
While I'm in the dream realm, I look to Shadowfire's bubble. And I start walking to it, but I'm walking pretty slow. Everyone's got their secrets. Everyone needs to talk to each other. But I know it's hard, especially when everyone else is talking over you. But that doesn't mean that they can't listen to you. It just means that maybe you'll just get a chance later. I stop before I reach his bubble.
So, in order to enter the bubble, you need to roll a charisma saving throw.
I'm not entering his bubble.
Okay.
I sit in front of it. Can you change the music for me for a second?
What kind?
Melancholy. I sit in front of his bubble and look at it, remembering his threat, getting kicked out, and how in most of these dreams I was kicked out. Even with Biafi, who still had a pleasant one. I look around, knowing that the other bubbles are just gone. Feeling alone. I know Sweetheart is nearby. I know whoever the fuck Astral is probably close by too. Especially if Otto wanted me to close the door. But feels as if no one is really everyone has their dreams, everyone has their nightmares. We're all stuck in this mist. But everyone also has a home. Everyone has people to return to. And I still have you. I have Buffy. I have Win. I have Wind. For some reason, those two gotta be confusing as heck. There's Sawtooth. There's Crystal. There used to be more. I used to have my mom. Do you have a mom? Do you have a dad? I had one before. But I lost him. And then I got you! But it seemed like I'm losing you too. But I don't know what to do. In the mist, you can never stay still for too long. Even in a dread realm, you'll have to keep moving. And here, I look around. And here, we have to do the same. From one to the other to another. Can't really just sit and savor the moment.
Hypocrite.
It'll all just fade away. But I don't want it to fade away. I don't want you to fade away. I just want to know what to do. I just want a time where we could just stay together and just not have to worry. Dread realm after dread realm. Dream after dream. People come and people go. And I had you for so long. It's like I had my parents. It's like I had my brothers. Everything seems to come to an end. And I don't know what to do. I walk up to the bubble and I put my hand on it. I'm not forcing myself in. I just put my forehead onto the bubble. I don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna lose you. We have to keep moving forward. but I don't want to. Just want to stay. Be in a place where we can finally relax. At this point, my body is just naturally waking up.
So, before you actually manage to wake up, you feel something tug at the edges of your consciousness, and a now all too familiar voice fills not just your mind, but it feels like it is speaking you, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Oh, sweet child. If you truly want to be with him, why not convince him to join me? Then the two of you could be together always.
I look around. And then look at my own hands. You promise?
Why, of course.
I close my hands. And I hold them to my face. Almost as if praying. But nothing can be heard. Nothing is said. There is silence. Then why don't I believe you? And with that, I wake up.
I really liked that dream. Like all of them.
Damn it, Cameo.
I'm glad we have a dream walk party again.
So, before we continue, it is already 7:20.
Wow.
It's kind of late already. Do we want to try to continue, or do we want to hold off till next session? We
just need to be done 10 minutes before midnight. For me.
I can keep going.
Yeah.
I
Keep
can
going.
keep going.
Okay,
I got
so
until 10.
Does anyone have to take off?
I have to take off.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you guys want to just put a pin in it? Wait till we can have everybody.
Yeah, I would say a pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you heard that, everybody. We're going to put a pin in it for the night. And for those of you that are watching and enjoyed what you see, don't forget to like, comment, ring the notification bell, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow. For those of you that are interested in showing more support, there's always my Patreon link in the description, as well as my Discord. And a huge thank you to all of my Priest tier patron supporters. A Mysterious Benefactor, Sawtooth Waves, Cameo Shadowness. My brain just dumped the other names. Scarmex, and I believe Trailblazer's the last one.
Scarmex and Trailblazer hate your guts now, Nameless. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I'll just double check real quick. Every time I go to try and write it down, somebody changes, so I've given up on that. But other than that, it was great to have you guys. We'll hope to see you again next week. Have a great evening and drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Hydrate or dihydrate, boys.
See ya.
Deuces! Also, side note, if a child is in your dreams, do not make them cry. They will make you
Yeah,
cry
that
in
could-
return.
Yep, that sounds like just a bad idea.